So what's up you guys, welcome to my game week 36 and 37 video. This is just a quick catch up to see how I got on in game week 36 and just a quick look at what I plan to do in game week 37 with most of the Premier League teams having a double game week and my bench boost is active. Okay, so as discussed in my last video, and as requested by you guys on Twitter, I decided to take a hit to get in as many players from the wildcard template team as I possibly could. So bearing that in mind, I took out Gibson, Zaha, Lukaku and Benteke, and I got in Alonso, Ozil, Gabbiadini and Jesus. And in doing so, I picked myself up a total of 69 points. Unlike in my personal team, I decided to play Pickford this game week in this team and it paid off as he turned out to be one of my better players, picking me up a total of 9 points. Those Southampton defenders sure paid off for some of you guys who I know doubled up in defence with them, picking up a clean sheet out of one of their double game week games, and Yoshida earned me a total of 7 points. Sat beside him and I debated hard over whether to get Cahill or Alonso in this game week. I wanted to go with Cahill because he was a differential, but on chatting to you guys it seemed like Alonso might be the safer option when it comes to rotation if Chelsea wrap up the league early. So on that note, I decided to get in Alonso, and boy was I happy I did. The guy was on fire and picked me up a total of 14 points. Then going forward, looking at my new recruits, Ozil did me pretty well, playing both his games in the double game week and grabbing an assist. As I captained him, this picked me up a total of 16 points. Out of all my picks suggested by the templated wildcard team, I was least happy about picking up Gabbiadini. He hasn't exactly been on form recently, and I haven't been impressed by him. But I decided to go with you guys. He was on the templated wildcard team, so I got him in. He picked up 4 points, could have been worse, but most definitely could have been better. And looking at my changes going forward, as I'll show you in the moment, I think he'll be there as well on my team until the rest of the season. So come on Gabbiadini, do something. And then we have Jesus. I bigged him up big style when I did the podcast with the Fan Food boys. And I'm kind of glad I did. In a game where Man City absolutely romped, and anyone lucky enough to have KDP or Sterling during that match will be very happy. At least he got me some points, a total of 5 to be precise, and impressed me with his gameplay. The only other thing to mention about this game week is that on Twitter I discussed with you guys about having Ward-Prowse in over Eriksen because I wasn't willing to drop King. Kingy's been consistent and he was consistent again and picked me up 5 points. But I had a little bit of a feeling about Eriksen not doing quite so well. So I was really torn about whether to play Ward-Prowse or Eriksen in that position. I decided to go with Eriksen in the end, simply because I decided to play Ward-Prowse in my personal team, and that way you guys would have a comparison of whether I should have played him or not. On the back of that, any of you that were wondering what points I got in my personal team for game week 36, it was 65, so very close. Obviously, if I'd played Ward-Prowse instead of Eriksen in this team, I could have hit the 70 mark. And so now that game week is over with, the game weeks are coming thick and fast, so I'll just take you over to what I plan to do for game week 37, where the majority of teams will have a double game week. So this is it you guys, this is my game week 37 team, and my bench boost is active. I have taken a -4 this game week, only because I was really worried about John Stones and whether or not he would play, whether he wouldn't play, and considering Pep's rotation wheel of fortune that he seems to play this season, I just had no idea whether or not he would be there. And as I'm bench boosting, I want to give myself as best a chance I possibly can to get as many points as possible. So I thought that warranted the hit. So for that, and bearing the Pep thing in mind, I got in Caballero. As we know, nobody is safe with Pep. but I would like to think that this is at least one defender that is pretty much nailed on. Now watch him not play after me just saying that. City have a good run of games, and this week they face Leicester and West Brom. They might be green on our FPL timelines, but both those teams have potential to score goals. So it's a little bit risky getting in a City defender. But as he's got a double game week, I decided to take the punt on him over Hennessy. And as you can see, Gibbs then took Stone's place. This is another one I'm not very sure about. Those of you who took a gamble with an Arsenal defender in the last double game week, it certainly paid off for you guys. And I actually seen a couple of triple captain chips floating around on check. Wow, you guys, balls of steel, some of you, seriously. Bearing that in mind, I thought it might be worth taking a punt on Gibbs, as if Arsene continues to play the 3 at the back system like he has been doing, hopefully Gibbs will get game time in both of those matches. As I'm bench boosting, there's not a whole lot to tell you about how I'm shaping up my team. Everyone will be active this game week, so hopefully they all show up to the party and get me some points. Now there is the little matter of who to captain. That is slightly tougher than I'd imagined. Considering I was thinking about triple captain in this game week and not bench boosting before I did the whole wildcard template team thing, I'm really struggling. I was going to triple captain Hazard. So you'd say, well then just captain Hazard, but Chelsea win their first match, the league is wrapped up. There's a lot of discussion that Hazard will not play that second game. And although he might get a good haul of points in that first game to tide whoever captains or triple captains him through, it's still a big risk. So I have decided, just as I have done most of this season, to get you guys involved, and I will have a poll on my Twitter page, FPL Nymphria, of who it is you guys think I should captain this game week. So pop on over and give it a click, and the poll will be between Ozil, Hazard, Jesus, Kane, and I might even stick Alonso in there for a sneaky differential. And that is you guys all up to date with my game week 36 points and what I plan to do in game week 37. Don't forget to pop on over to Twitter and help me choose my captain in my captaincy poll. Good luck in the double game week, you guys. I know most of you will be bench boosting. And also don't forget to like, subscribe and do all those fabulous things. Until next time, and for what will be the last game week of the season, Nymphria out.